Pants on the ground, pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Hat turning south, gold in your mouth. Did you know the song?
Huh?
Do you know the song?
Yeah, I know it.
Do you not like it?
No, I think it's awesome.
Let me hear a little bit of it.
I'd rather not.
Come on,
No,
pants
I'm
hanging down.
good.
Why?
Because we're recording. It's been on. I turned it on.
It's not on.
It is. Look at
Pants on the ground.
Look at
pants
the screen.
On the ground.
Okay.
Pants on
And
the
you'll
ground.
see the little deal moving and how it's picking up our
Looking
voices.
like a fool with your pants on the ground. Yeah. Ooh, look at the little green nodule things. They like move every time you say something. So it's on.
It is on. Yeah, it's on.
Wow, that's crazy.
I
talk.
picked it up right before you started singing. Pants
Right.
on the ground. Pants
Go ahead.
on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. With your hat turned south. Gold in your mouth. Yeah,
Like
it's
a fool.
good.
Yeah, it's catchy, isn't it?
It is catchy. I like. Who do you think he's going to sing that with in the finale?
In the finale,
Snoop Dogg?
Probably Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Or Usher.
Or
Oprah.
Sidney Poitier.
You think Sidney Poitier will come up
I
there?
think so. Hands on the ground.
So the old general will be going, pants on the ground.
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 You are looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Oh, to serve with love.
Thank you, Lulu.
All right. Well, hello, Podians.
Hello, audience.
Welcome to 2010. 2010.
It's so weird.
Oh.
Doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Seems like maybe like 29 days ago.
I know.
Or I guess maybe 20-something odd days ago that it was, I got my watch on.
Your watch is on upside down.
I know.
Is this some kind of new thing you got going?
Yeah, just in case I get, in a spy espionage
Right.
thing. I got to look at my watch when I'm hanging upside
You could
down
push that
from a
laser.
bridge.
You could push that laser thing on your watch and kill yourself
Yeah,
instead
well.
of something you're supposed to aim it at.
I can destroy the bridge and land on my feet as the bridge is falling apart.
Totally makes sense.
You see.
I'm not even going to question you on that.
Well, it's just I'm a spy. I don't
Yeah.
like to talk about it a lot, but I'm a spy.
A crazy spy.
A crazy spy is right. Oh, pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Well, Podians, how are you?
Oh, yeah. How are you?
How's your new year been so far?
Okay. Okay.
Good. Oh, wait. We need to hear from Ann over in Atlanta.
Oh, see if you wouldn't have said where, Ann would go, oh, that's me.
Oh,
and it could be Ann in Sheboygan.
Oh, well, okay. We just need to hear from Ann.
Okay.
Ann, how are you? Oh, Ann's doing good. All
She's
the
good.
Anns are.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Jason, how are you? Really, buddy? Oh.
Reginald, how are you?
Reg?
Hey, Reg, would you write us an email? I just want to make sure you're listening.
Make sure to have his pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
That's just catchy. Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's what Snoop Dogg will do. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Pants on the grizzle.
Yeah, pants on the grizzle. Florizzle. That's funny. Well, we thought we'd, since it's 2010.
It is. 2010. By the way, the kids are calling it 2010.
Is that what they call it now?
2010, yeah.
They're not calling it the tenors? Or,
No. If you call it 2010,
oh, I'm old.
yeah. Had
So-
some 20-somethings tell me that the
Is
other
that
day.
right?
Yeah.
So you call it 2010?
2010. 2010. Don't call it 2010.
Call it 2010.
2010.
That's what
Yeah.
the 20-something said.
Yeah.
What made them the authority
2010.
of how we say it?
They always have been. We were when we were 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the way it works.
so what would 2011 be?
Probably that. Yeah.
2011.
Yeah. Yeah.
11s. Maybe they should be called the 11s.
I'm going to call 2011 20 uno.
That'll catch on.
I think so.
That'll
It's easy. It
catch
rolls
on.
off the tongue.
It does roll. It rolls so well. Well, we thought for this podcast that we just, talk a little bit about, our past year, even the past decade, what we liked, what we didn't like
Yeah.
about it, the goods, the bads, and all that kind of stuff. And maybe throughout the podcast, maybe it'll help you reflect on, maybe what some of your objectives, your goals, or even your dreams are, as you
That's
go
what I'm
through.
hoping for.
Yeah. Because, Tom, you are like, we've talked about this before.
I'm a goal setter.
You are a goal
I am a
setter.
goal
And
setter.
a dream maker.
I've got a couple of spreadsheets now with just my goals for 2010.
And audience, that's not true at all.
I don't have a goal.
Yeah. Well, buddy, that's not true. That's not
true. I have goals, but they're unattainable. Like what, I would like to, huh?
What does that mean, unattainable?
Well, I would like to set up a human colony on the moon.
That's a dream. That's a dream. That's not a goal. That's a dream.
What's the difference between a dream and a goal?
A dream would be something that just seems so impossible that God has to step in and make it happen. I mean, you know, when you see these actors, you know, or whoever talking about my dreams, I mean, it just seems so implausible. But with hard work and in our case, you know, God steps in and does something. A goal is more like an objective. I want to lose 5 pounds. That's a goal. Well, the objective is, what do you have to do throughout the month to lose half an ounce a week? And then you set forth your goal.
Okay. Like one of my goals is to be as good as Chuck Norris at karate.
Okay, so that would be a goal.
Yes.
That would be an objective.
That's what I'm saying. That's very difficult. I don't see it happening.
But if you wanted it bad enough, you would take a karate class. And in that karate class, you would be working, and they would instruct you, and twice a week you'd be losing weight. You'd be you could reach that goal if you wanted to.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time.
You really don't have time for that.
No. So it's a goal that's just really
It's a
unattainable.
dream.
It's not a dream because it is possible. I just don't have time for it. That's
buddy.
all I'm saying.
Is that really one of your dreams? But I don't want to keep you from your dreams, buddy. I don't want to keep you from your dreams.
I've always wanted to be a Chuck Norris Christian.
A Chuck Norris Christian? Mm-hmm. And what is a Chuck Norris Christian?
Well, he, has the ability to kill you. Right?
And do infomercials with Christy Brinkley.
That's a dream come true. See, that would be a dream, not a goal. See?
That would be a dream.
And then also, who can pull that hair off?
That's some great hair.
I mean, that's 80s hair.
Yeah.
And nobody says anything to him.
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
It's not like his buddy Huckabee's going to be, now, can I talk to you about your hair?
Huckabee.
Because he'd just karate chop him.
That's true. Well, and that's what we'll be talking about today. You know, I mean, and audience.
Oh.
Not Chuck Norris.
Oh. Or Mike Huckabee?
Well, we may.
Oh,
we may.
okay.
You know, I am a goal setter, and I always have been. Since I was in high school, I would set goals. I'd write them down and do them.
Which is why you've always been the goalkeeper for Skit Guys.
Yeah, I think the hard part with you and me, like when we started really doing stuff, was, okay, dude, these dreams just can't be my dreams, you know?
Right.
So, you know.
So I would steal them.
No, you would, like, in our world.
Right.
You would look at them, like, because I would write them down.
Right.
Or our goals, and you would go, I totally believe in these.
Yeah.
You know, and if you didn't, you would say so.
Or I would go, that's nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah. And yet some of those things have happened.
Some of those things have happened.
I know.
Yeah. God, we make the make the plans. God guides the ship.
True.
You know? It's in Proverbs. Proverbs somewhere.
It is.
Proverbs somewhere. That's a book in itself. Proverbs somewhere. 49.
All the Proverbs I've forgotten. That'd be the name of it.
That would be a great book.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't tell that one.
I won't.
Don't anyone know
I
that
won't.
one. All the Proverbs I've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. So we'll be talking a little bit about that. Maybe it'll spur you as well to go, you know what? That's a goal I've never done, but I need to do. And you set forth and do it. Or what are those dreams? You know, speaking of dreams.
We
have, like, you said Huckabee.
Yeah.
Mike Huckabee, he was we were at his church and did a gig.
Yeah.
And then
so I saw him out in the audience.
Yeah. And then
I got a little verklempt.
You did. You locked up.
Well, he ran for president.
I know.
He was the third man, so to speak. When there was only 3 left.
Right.
And that's a pretty big deal. Whether you like him or don't like him, it doesn't matter. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, he was the first person for a little while.
Yeah.
He was the first in line for a little while.
True.
But he liked us so much. He asked his pastor.
Well, he left immediately.
He did leave immediately.
Like, I ran around because I wanted to shake his hand, right? Mm-hmm. And he's gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
He's gone.
Oh,
take the devil to replace him. He's gone. He's gone.
What went wrong? Who sang that song?
Hall & Oates.
Nice.
Yeah. Hall & Oates.
We're kind of like Hall & Oates. Have you ever thought about that? We are like the Hall & Oates of Christian skits.
You know what would be great?
What's that?
That would be a great DVD cover. You with the blonde and me with that mustache and the curly hair.
The curly hair.
Hall & Oates.
We are. We're like Hall & Oates. That's so cool.
Oh.
Anyway. So
funny.
yeah, and then we found out later that he asked his pastor for our contact information, wanted to have us on a show.
And they gave it to, they said skitguys.com.
Yeah.
He called back again and said, no, give me the guy's cell phone number.
Gave him my cell phone number.
And we waited like for 2 weeks for him to call.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Then fast forward the tape. He's in my town, our hometown, Edmond, Oklahoma, signing books. I'm out of town. You and I are out of town.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me,
my
wife and kids go stand in line
to have him sign his Christmas book.
Right. And so then she gets up there, and she's like, "Hey, blah blah blah. My husband would love to be here, but he's gone."
Right. And right now, Huckabee's like looking at her like whatever, you know.
And he said, and then she says, "Oh, he performed at your church." And he's like, "Oh, what's his name?" And she said, "Well, his name's Tommy Woodard, and he's with the Skit Guys, you know." And then he, as my kids take over the story, they go, "He took over the conversation. Love those guys. Really want to have him on the show." And my wife Angie's like, "Okay, that's nice, you know." And he's like, "No. We're trying to figure out how to put him on the show." Which the funny part of that is, when we got started doing skits, the hardest part about getting on stage was people were like, "We don't know how to use you. You're not a preacher and you're not a singer."
Yeah. So how are we going to use you? Yeah. So that's a dream. We were even talking about what can we send Mike Huckabee?
I think it's a goal. I don't even think it's a dream because I think it's attainable.
So it's attainable.
I do.
Okay.
With the help of God.
Totally. Yeah. A dream was us doing the Doritos commercial. That was a risk. It was a dream.
Yeah.
We made 2 Doritos commercials, entered them, didn't make it.
Didn't come to fruition.
Didn't come to fruition. That was a dream that didn't happen. But you got to take risks on your dreams, you know?
But we're still going to be on the Super Bowl. We've got tickets, and we've got it timed out. I have to be careful about the timing, but midway through one of the quarters, I will be running on the field naked. Because I'm going to be on the Super Bowl.
I think there's better ways to do it, buddy.
You know what? It was
That's
a goal.
Not even a dream or
no,
a
wait
goal.
a second. You said it was a goal, and you know what?
That's an objective for you.
There's a way to attain it.
That's an objective for you.
There is a way to attain it.
I want you to write that down on your 2010 goal list.
It's on my spreadsheet.
To run naked at the Super Bowl.
No, that is just the means to an end. That's to be on the Super Bowl. You have to do that.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Now, what? Totally nude or flesh tone leotards?
I don't want to talk about it. Now I'm uncomfortable. Now now you are causing me to second guess my decision. I had a plan. Okay, I had a plan to move forward. To do this, never mind. Just move forward.
No, buddy. I want you to reach your objectives, your goals.
Go.
It's important. No. Other dreams for us would be. Oh my goodness! Well, we're working on. We've refilmed the Birdcage.
Yeah.
And then it hit us. Hey, it would be great to have a sound bite. And then it was a Billy Graham soundbite to bookend the Birdcage video would be awesome. Then we're like, that's impossible. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
Right.
And there was even a British man with a monocle that stepped out.
Right where we were filming
the studio.
It was so weird.
That's crazy talk. That's a nuts. Why do you think of that?
And I fortunately had a cricket bat with me, and I hit him.
So we have found the soundbite for Billy Graham,
great. Yeah.
And we have no idea if it'll be another Doritos commercial where Billy Graham's organization go nope. So sorry, nope, but
we're gonna try.
It's a dream. It seems impossible.
And we also would like Louis to be a part of it.
Yep,
Louis seems more like a goal.
Yeah,
because we know Louis.
We think
he would do it.
Yeah. Billy Graham, we don't know anybody from his organization.
But if this doesn't come to fruition, please don't think any less of Billy Graham or Louis Giglio.
Totally. These are just dreams.
I don't know how people would think less of them.
No
either,
way.
But
no way.
2 really good guys.
Well, and we've been doing this for over a decade now. So there are things as you keep going. You go, well, what are those challenges for us? What are those ways to for us to create something and make something skit-wise or video-wise to go, well, how could this be even better? What are those chances to take to make someone watching it go, wow, that really touched me, and, this or that. So another goal, well, no, this is a dream. Space
camp?
Space camp, no.
Okay, sorry.
Is that your dream?
No, go ahead.
Seriously.
I didn't even bring it up. Go.
Space camp.
No, go.
Colonizing a planet.
I'm just saying go.
And running nude at the Super Bowl.
That's not a goal of mine. Would you quit calling it a goal? That is a means to an end. The goal is to be on the Super Bowl. Okay?
I'm sorry. But is to figure out how to get Tim.
Look, do I say that one of your dreams is Rogaine? No. The dream is to have hair on your head. Okay? So, Rogaine, I don't mention that Rogaine's a dream, do I?
Buddy.
Do I? Do
No,
you see the difference now?
I do, but
Okay.
I don't go around going, golly, I wish I had hair. Golly, I wish I had hair.
Not when something's being recorded. No, you don't.
I don't say it off recording
That's fine.
either.
That's fine. We'll go with that.
Oh, my goodness. Look at my head. It's totally shaved right now.
We'll just go with that. That's fine.
Whatevs. Hey, whatevs.
Pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
Speaking of,
Yeah?
we're going to do our friendship flashback at the end, right?
Yes, you want to say to the end for the greatest friendship flashback. It is a moment where Tommy, in so many ways loses it.
I do.
And Pants on the Ground has a kind of a
little bit of a tie-in.
A little bit of an ironic tie-in.
Yeah, well, it was one time, because you always call me Showboy.
Showboy.
Right,
Yeah.
because
You don't laugh.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
You're an actor.
And
You're an actor.
I blew it.
You blew it, buddy.
Yeah.
Pants on the ground. Pants
know.
on the ground. Looking like a fool with the pants on the ground.
Okay.
That's what we need to call this podcast.
Pants on the ground?
Pants on the ground.
All right.
So another dream that we've been talking about is to figure out how to get Tim Conway on a video.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was a
I've
guy.
always been such a fan of Tim Conway.
Yeah, and he seems to be somewhat of a person that loves God.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would that look like? That is a total dream. Don't
That
know if
would
that's
be
gonna happen.
awesome.
Yeah. So, anyway, those are some of our dreams, and you can pray for us. We'd love to hear about your dreams. Email us your dreams.
Yeah.
Next podcast, it'll be before Valentine's Day, and we're just really going to read audience mail. We will say your names. We're going to read basically
We'll
your...
give people your physical home address,
No, we won't.
possibly phone number.
No, we won't. No. Those will be our little love letters. We're
Yeah.
going to read
Yeah.
audience mail.
Yes.
And so send us your dreams. What are your dreams? We'd love to read them. We'd love to encourage others by what your dreams are as well. We want to hear them.
And we are going to eat a big heart-shaped box of chocolate while we read them.
I'm not going to do that.
I am.
No.
I am.
I'm not going to.
Well, I'm going
Well,
to.
what is one of your goals? How much weight do you want to lose? Proverbs.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Accountability.
So you're saying I should lose weight?
You said it yesterday. You wanted to lose weight.
I don't recall
I'm trying
that
to
at
lose
all.
weight.
I don't That's sick. Move on. That's sad.
Hey.
That's sad.
Hey.
That's sad.
No.
Wow. How
No.
about I make up your goals for you?
You said
Okay.
it yesterday, dude.
How about here's a goal for you: learn technology.
Oh, golly, you're so right. You know what? That does need to be a goal of mine.
Why?
To learn a little bit more.
Some people just aren't.
So I don't have to go,
it
hey,
comes-
hey, Tommy, will you help me with this? Will you help me with this?
No, but you know what?
What?
It comes very natural to me. I
It
don't have
does.
to,
It
and there's
does.
no problem with that. Some
Well-
people it does, some people
Well,
doesn't.
then just admit that you said yesterday you were trying to lose X number of pounds.
Okay, if you will admit that, most ladies struggle with technology.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
If you're a lady out there, I'm sorry. That was a joke. I'm just kidding. I do want to lose weight. I want to lose.
And this isn't a dream. This is a goal.
Yeah, this is a goal. I'm trying to attain it.
Yeah. Tell them what we're going to do in May. Tell them what we're going to do in May.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how much weight I'm trying to lose. You know what? I'm trying to lose about 20 pounds. Yeah, about 20 pounds.
And so the difference in between a dream and a goal is, with that goal, each week you are setting forth ways to make that goal happen.
Maybe, but a dream could be I'll wake up tomorrow and be 20 pounds lighter.
It's not going to happen.
And still have my head attached to my body.
Unless you use that Jillian Michaels Biggest Loser detox cleanse formula. I don't know.
Do you
if
think
it's
it works?
I don't think 20 pounds worth, no.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Do you think you get off the toilet at all?
I don't know.
Wow.
It's $30.
So in May...
In May...
Is it May 1st?
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy potty. This is crazy.
This is awesome.
It's crazy.
It's really almost in your backyard. It's in the backyard of your old house, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. They're having this race. What's it called?
Warrior Dash.
Yeah, Warrior Dash. And that's all I know about it is like you run it's like
3.5 miles.
3 which is no big deal. I can do that.
Yeah.
You know, you can do that easy.
Yeah.
But then you have to, like, while you're running, you got to do a cargo net. You got to, like, climb up these cliffs,
Hay bales.
over hay bales.
Mudslide.
You have to run through fire.
Underwater with barbed wire on top of it.
Well, no, not
No?
underwater.
I meant mud. Is
Yeah,
it mud?
mud.
You
It's
have to
mud that you got to crawl through. That's the last part, yeah. So.
There's something with water, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you have to swim under some things, but not barbed wire.
Okay,
that would be really bad.
That would be
coming up for a breath.
So we're doing that
It's
May
like a
1st.
scene from The Great Escape.
So we're doing that May 1st, and that's kind of a goal that helps you with the other goals. You know,
That's what I found in my life.
You gotta have
to get in
something.
shape. I have to have a reason.
Yeah.
Like just getting in shape doesn't do it for me.
right.
Yeah.
And so the trick would be over the summertime. How do you keep that weight off that you lose?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
So.
good stuff. So we'd love to hear your dreams and even your goals.
And I do have, just kind of to make it through summer, I've set up a goal by September.
Yeah.
That I'll be able to fit in the spacesuit. So there's that goal is right there.
to colonize. What was it? What was the first thing, or for space camp, or for the first thing you mentioned? One of your dreams.
I didn't say space camp was a dream.
Oh, it's a goal.
I didn't even say that. I just
What'd you
mentioned space camp. I thought you were going to bring up space camp.
There's nothing about space camp in my life.
Okay, that's the road we're going down. Why is there all this stuff you don't want to talk about now that we're recording? That's silly, you know?
Oh goodness! All right.
Okay.
So, anywho, let's talk real quickly about TV shows, my friend.
TV shows that teach.
Well, no,
Is that what you were talking
well,
about?
they could teach. They're
We should write a book called TV Shows That Teach.
We did.
And then somebody should buy it.
Somebody should buy it. Nobody buys
I
that.
know.
Yeah. Hey, again, you take a chance.
Yeah.
You take a chance. Take risks. We'll call that
Chance.
the Dorito factor. We'll call
The
that
Dorito factor.
That's the Dorito
I don't know,
factor.
because that's failure. You know, it didn't happen.
Well, the book isn't selling, so.
Oh, so all the things that don't really work, we call the Dorito, factor.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a risk. I don't even look at the failure so much as you take a risk. You try
Right.
it. I'd rather take the risk and, you know.
So, like your junior prom would be the Dorito factor.
My junior prom? What happened to my junior prom?
Don't you remember we both had our dates? We won't mention their names because that would be wrong.
Was that my junior prom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the Dorito factor.
But you know what, though? Here's what's so interesting about the Dorito factor in
What?
that.
What?
You took Stacy Bell, which
We weren't going to bring up names.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
I just said that a couple
Sorry.
minutes ago. You're really great. So far, Audience has learned about my politics and all other great things.
Well, Stacy, we were talking about Stacy and Dennis' original masterpiece. So
Right.
you took her to prom your senior year.
Right, great gal. Had a great time.
I took her to prom my senior year. Two great guys she went to prom with.
Yeah.
But the other girl, which I won't mention her name.
There you go. That'd be smart.
Is that smart?
Yeah.
Okay. She didn't have a prom date, and it was her senior year.
True.
So me, being knight in shining armor,
Or fixer.
or fixer, I was already going to the
Fixer
prom
in
with-
shining armor.
I was already going to the prom with somebody.
Oh, so you're dumping this girl.
I broke up with her
Oh, my stars.
a week and a half before prom. And
There's
asked,
the night. That's really nice.
Well, but
you
this
broke
girl-
that other girl's heart.
This girl didn't even go to the junior prom. Her junior prom, and this was her
No.
senior prom.
You wanted to go with her to the prom.
Well, I did.
There's no way you break up with another girl to be nice.
Well, I was. It was just. Well, it was. I wanted to do
Whatever.
It
No, this story's
Here's the
over.
worst. Here's the worst. Here's the worst.
What's the worst? It can't get any worse.
I break up with this girl, and I think it's over.
Yeah.
Okay. I pull up to my house like after school one day. She's there in her car. Okay.
This is the girl that you were going to go to the prom
war
with.
was
Your junior
going-
year.
Yeah, my junior year. Yeah, she was like in her car waiting for me at my
Nice.
house.
She have a dead rabbit in a pot.
There were people outside like doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, in their yards and stuff. And I grabbed up all my books and I saw her car and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. So I'm walking to meet her, to talk to her,
Yeah.
and my books drop. I mean, it's like a scene out of a hallway. So here I am, not thinking. I should have just left them on the ground so
Was
I
this
could.
also an after-school special?
No, it was not. It was in my front yard. I should have, if I would have, you know, hindsight is you stay standing and
Right.
you look her in the eye and talk to her. I bent down to pick up my
No.
books. She comes right up and just starts yelling at me, and I'm like on the ground on my knees picking up my books. just
No.
in this weird disposition, and neighbors are watching, and she tore me up.
Well,
which
you
I deserved it.
yeah.
I deserved it. She tore me up, though.
Wow. Who was that? Did I know that person?
Her name is Stephanie Prosky. You didn't know her.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me about her.
Yeah, you didn't know her. So
Weird.
Yeah.
So hindsight, was that a good decision?
You know what? I'm glad I took who I took to the prom.
Yeah?
Her senior year.
She's a nice girl.
She's a nice girl, and she wouldn't have gone to the prom. I really mean
that's true.
that.
Yeah.
I really, really mean that.
Right. But that's not why you...
I thought she was beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought she was pretty. We didn't.
She was.
But we didn't have a relationship or anything after that.
No.
And I knew that.
You really didn't have a relationship at the prom either.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying.
You were two ships passing in the night.
Right.
Yeah.
And I knew that. She was going off to college and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I really, really thought, what a bummer.
Yeah.
And I became a believer that was my senior year.
You're right.
And I think there was a little bit of that going. I want to help somebody. I want to, I want to give her a memory. A good moment. And we had fun. We had a great night that night. And
it's a good lesson, audience. I mean, you should want to help the beautiful people, especially if there's a date for you in it. That's WWJD right there across the board,
dude. I was a babe. I was like a baby in Christ. I didn't know.
No, I think it's funny. All right, so goals. We haven't really even talked about goals, except for that I want to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah. I want
a goal.
to lose 10 more pounds. I've been doing P90X and I've been running and stuff. And
is that peanut butter P90X?
No, it's a very hard workout.
I know. I've been doing P90.
You have been,
which is hard enough.
Yeah,
for me hard right now.
Yeah. But once you get that down, P90X is okay.
Whatevs.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. You know what? Our goal for if you could pray for us, our theme this year for 2010 is swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
We are looking at
baseball.
A baseball metaphor for two actor guys.
Yeah.
But we're looking at everything we do and go, well, how can we challenge ourselves to be even better, to be of excellence, whether it's on stage, video, or whatever, even off stage with people, with sound crews, with light crews, anywhere we go, how can we be just men of God and point people to Jesus?
Yep.
So we're swinging for the fences, and we may miss some, we may make some doubles, make some home
may
runs.
knock some over.
We may knock some over the fence, buddy.
That's right.
Got to try.
If you don't swing, you'll never know.
Well, so TV shows like what are you liking?
Still loving The Middle. Then in the middle is hilarious.
Great. The Middle
I love
is
it.
great.
That's where I am in life. That's why I think it's so funny.
And I love the fact that dad is not a doofus.
I do too.
These dads are becoming less doofusy and smart and have things to say, and I love that.
He's good. I like him. He's funny.
Dads on Modern. I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Modern Family. The dads are smart.
The one dad's not.
Which dad?
He's goofy.
Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still says smart things, though. I mean, there's still those dips you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's an idiot.
Everybody loves Raymond. I guess he's like Raymond smart to me. You know what I mean? Did you think Raymond was a doofus?
I think you want him to be not doofusy.
Who, Phil?
Yeah, but I think he really is. I think all the rest of the men in it are not, but I think he is. I'm not. That doesn't bother me. I think it's very funny.
Yeah, I'd have to
But I think they redeem themselves with the Ed
O'Neill's
character,
the dad, the grandpa.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm still liking American Idol.
Oh, how can you not? I think I cried every time so far.
Yeah. Well, I
don't want anyone to know that.
That girl from Tennessee, the bridge jumper.
You know what was crazy was like when that started. I'm sitting there going, "Oh man," and then when she's on that swing with her mom, it just came out of nowhere. Or when she goes, "I got this dress for." However much.
I got it at Dollar General.
Yeah, I think it looks nice.
Yeah,
or
$4.50.
Yeah,
it's nice.
And you're like, started my that was the tenderizer. And then when she's sitting there swinging with her mom. And, what does it say? What did her mom say?
She said, "Well, if she wants to, here's what's beautiful.
Yeah, this is good parenting.
If she wants to work hard, which is you're loved but not entitled, which I love. If she wants to work hard, I'm behind her 100%.
Yep."
She goes, "Oh, I love you, Mama." She goes, "Well, I love you too, darling. You make me feel good about myself."
Yeah. I was I know.
Looking out the corner of my eye, see if my wife is watching me cry.
Because she would make fun of you.
Are you crying? No, I'm not crying.
Not. Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Biggest Loser, still. I like Biggest Loser.
You know, I would probably love it. I've yet to watch an episode of
It's
it.
great. My secret pleasure
Yeah?
that I like to watch. I don't know why it's secret, but it's Dr. Drew Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I've
Man,
never
oh,
watched
man.
it.
Golly, you just watch these people and you go.
Now, that's not a family-friendly show
That
at
is
all,
not
though.
a family
Yeah,
friendly
you need
show
to
at
throw
all.
that out there.
Yeah. So maybe it is a little secret pleasure. Yeah.
My secret pleasure?
Yeah.
It's Cake Boss. I like Cake Boss.
I'm sorry, who?
Cake Boss.
Oh, I thought you said Kate Moss. I'm going, what?
No, that's not right.
Cake Boss.
Cake Boss.
He's
yeah.
that guy on all those ads with all the flour all over his head.
Have you ever seen that show?
I think I watched it one time at your house.
I love it. It's funny.
Why do you like it? Like why would
well,
you?
one, I'm blown away with their skills.
Okay.
Like the cakes that they make. It's crazy.
Is that a dream of yours?
No, that's too much a detail. I have no dreams in my life contain details.
That makes sense.
And plus, they're just funny,
Yeah.
I mean, they're from New York, and they, the Italian family, and so there's a lot of, love and a lot of. But I watch that, and then I also watch Ace of Cakes, and then he's great too.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Over the past decade, we asked some questions on Facebook, like, hey, what would you like to ask
Facebookers, which was kind of a cross between our Facebookers and our audience.
Yeah, Facebookers. Yeah. We asked them some questions. Hey, like, what would you like?
It's bookers.
Bookers.
It's not
but if you say it
boogers.
real quick, Facebookers.
Yeah, that's not. You're calling them boogers.
No.
You're calling them. Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
not
go ahead.
calling
Just ask the
snot.
question. I didn't
It's
say you
not
were.
either.
Yeah.
It's not either.
It's not. I know.
It's not either.
It's not.
We got some questions. What is something that greatest moment of the decade? What's one of your greatest moments of the decade?
Right.
From 2000 2010.
What is one of mine?
Yeah. What's one of yours? You got one?
Yeah. My son being born. That's
Greatest moment
by
of the decade.
far easy greatest moment. My daughter was born in the 90s.
Yes.
So, yeah, my son being born, that was the greatest moment of the decade for me.
What
No
was
question.
the second greatest moment of the decade?
I don't know. Tell your best moment for the decade. I think about that one.
Well, yeah, definitely my kids being born. Man, oh man. Yeah, this decade's been great. I mean, if you
So what else though?
If you think back to things, you go, wow.
So what's your greatest moment?
Well, I mean, those would be, the very top. Then
Which one out of those two would be the best though?
They both are great.
Just really out of the two.
They
though.
both.
I
Are
mean,
great.
if you had to pick one.
I can't. They both are great.
Okay, what if like somebody had a gun to your head?
I'm not going to do that.
You'd die rather than say one over the other.
Yes.
You lie.
Yes.
You lie on
They
the podcast.
both are great. It's
But
been
if somebody had a gun to your head, you'd say one. You wouldn't care. You'd say one.
well, so would you.
No, I wouldn't. I'd die. I would rather my kids live without a father, knowing that he cared for both of them the same, than
Yeah, right.
to have a father alive who said he loved one more than the other.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I give to you, Mr. Debater. You could be a great debater, Tommy. You know that? You could
Oh,
really
I
be a
don't know
great
if that's
debater.
true.
Oh, my goodness. You could debate yourself out of a paper bag.
You know what? Not real hard getting out of a paper bag.
Greatest moments, I mean, my goodness, this past decade, I cannot believe we've gotten to do what we've gotten to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about the Skit guy stuff and you go, holy cow.
I think probably if you're looking at the decade, I think for me the Berlin Wall coming down, I think that was huge. I think
Never mind.
probably the celebration of the bicentennial of our country.
Yeah. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie getting married.
No.
No.
I'm at this decade.
Yeah, I know, buddy.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. All right, buddy. All right.
Well, what? You haven't said one. I mean, I agree with you. Like, it's too hard to pick. We are so blessed. We're blessed beyond. One of the things that we pray is, Lord, let our character catch up to your blessing.
Yep.
And it's not there. I hope and realistically, I don't think it can, but it's a
Yeah.
great prayer, you know. But yeah, I don't even. All of the folks we've got to know, our audience, emails that we get, the things we hear, what God's doing in people's lives, all of that stuff is just, it's been a crazy, great decade.
It really has. It
Yeah.
really hasn't gone in 2010 or 2010.
Thank you.
It's still unbelievable.
Yeah, and we're at, for the last, I guess, 6 years, a little over 6 years of the last decade, we've been doing Skit Guys full time.
Yeah, just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And it doesn't, like, there have been people before us that have done skits and stuff, and they had a very small shelf life.
Yeah.
And so we, in the back of our heads, have always gone. I mean, we don't take any of this for granted. It's not like it's like, oh, we deserve to be doing this. We're entitled. I mean, but
Oh, we don't deserve it.
not
we
at
know it.
all.
Yeah.
We just keep working hard. We keep trying to figure out new ways to do things, and for whatever reason, it just seems to get better and better. So we're thankful, Podience, that you're doing life with us. This is very humbling. What was one of your worst moments? It could be worst moment of 2009, or a worst moment just over the decade that you go, oh golly, a worst moment.
Do you know one? Because I'm thinking, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Oh, probably one of the worst moments would be when my wife was pregnant. With we hadn't had a child yet, and we'd already had one miscarriage, and the second one was she were pregnant again. I hated going to that sonogram room, going, oh no, please, 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 God, let it be okay. And I remember the the doctor or the nurse, whatever, she goes, okay, all right. She has the thing on Stephanie's belly, and she's going, okay, and she's pressing buttons, tick, 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 tick. Okay, all right. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go. We're going to go across the hall, and I'm just like, oh no, oh no, And there they told us that this baby, the spine was growing outside the skin, and it was going to die. Depending on when it would die, we did not know. And that was like one of the worst moments of the decade, just going, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it was just unbelievably mind-boggling to go, how does God fit into all this? I mean, that was crazy.
That was nuts.
That was nuts. Mind-numbing nuts. Yeah, just crazy.
And the baby didn't make it.
Baby did not make it.
I remember going to the hospital. That was bad. That was really bad.
Yep.
I think for me, probably the top of the decade worst thing was my son got shingles. And
I remember that.
Yeah. And so it was just like the most painful thing. And I remember him just, my wife, as it is with kids, they usually go to their mom for comfort, and because dads are always like, tough it up, and rub some dirt on it. But I wasn't that way with this, but I remember him just in the night crying out, mommy, only you can make it better, only you can make it better. And, there was nothing she could do, and he was just in just agony. And that was bad. That was really bad.
What's interesting? Part of that time, we were filming the Chisel skit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that is. I hadn't thought about that.
I mean, you think about all the people that have been blessed by the Chisel skit and all the emails we still get to this day about the Chisel video. And in the midst, when you weren't on stage, you were on the phone talking to your wife. I mean, you almost left to go to the hospital.
Yeah, because we were in my hometown.
You were in your
it's
home,
not like we were somewhere far, far away.
Right.
But I didn't want to be there. I
Totally.
I didn't want to do that. I knew we needed to do it, needed to get it taken care of. But yeah, I
Isn't that amazing? I just thought of
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Your son had shingles when we were filming the
That was
Chisel
bad,
video.
Yeah. But you know what I know is, even in us mentioning our worst moments, like I know that we have audience members who are listening right now and thinking that's nothing.
Totally.
Yeah,
totally. And what's humbling and amazing is a lot of you share those moments with us, and
Thank you for sharing them.
we're very touched by that. So thank you for that. What is before we get to your most embarrassing moment, which we'll play here? What is best acting advice of the decade?
Don't break character.
That's just mean. That's just mean,
I think
dude.
that's probably it more than anything.
No, don't break character.
No, you know what?
We learned that in high school.
Don't broadcast your failure.
What do you mean?
Meaning,
that's a great tip. What does that mean?
Your audience doesn't know what's supposed to be said. They don't know what's supposed to be done. So if you get off track or you've forgotten something, we got an email, about how can you. What do you do when you're on stage and you forget what your line is? The answer to that is you need to be thinking about what character you're playing and how would that character respond.
Yeah.
And then you have to have the filter that says, is it appropriate or not for that to come out?
Yeah, for your audience.
But I think when you. Not when you break character, but like when you're doing something and you don't know where you're supposed to go, if you just stop and throw your hands up in the air or look at the other person with wide eyes or look out at the audience and go, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, can we start over? Don't do that. That's a bummer. Nobody in the audience goes, that's funny. People in the audience are going, they don't know what they're doing. That's dumb.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, that's basics.
Yep.
Now what about you? Now, you go over this past decade, if you go, that's some of the best advice or that's something you've learned. What made you learn that? Was there something that you do on stage that you show the audience, maybe in a sarcastic way or some way go, I just messed up? I'm trying to think, have you done that? Do you do that? Has that been a lesson for you?
Oh, that I've learned?
Yeah. Is that something you go, don't let the audience know?
You know what? I mean, there's been, there's been a few times that, I've maybe, you'll say something and my response wouldn't be like, Yeah, there's been a few times. I can't think of an example right now, but I know there's been times we've stepped off the stage and I've thought, oh, you know what? If I wouldn't have said that, they probably wouldn't have had a clue.
Known. Yeah. That makes sense.
And I think, as an actor, I think it's a defensive mode. You're trying to protect the skit, so to speak, and so you're trying to, whatever. But
protect the skit.
I know, it sounds so crazy, doesn't it? It's as dumb as when you're on a plane and somebody says, what do you do for a living? Skits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I would say...
Have you ever told anybody you did something besides skits on a plane when they ask?
I've said advertising or marketing before. So I just really didn't want to get into it with them.
What's a bummer is you're sitting next to an advertising executive. Oh, really? Well, I work for Scrunts and Coco out of New York. What firm are you with?
I'm tired.
I'm sleepy.
Well, usually they're coming out really strong.
Excuse me, I need to use the restroom. Yeah. You're staying there for the rest of the flight.
Those Chick-fil-A ads? The cow? That was my idea.
My idea. The C of the chicken? I drew it.
I'd say the best advice for me...
That's Louis Giglio's dad.
That was Louis Giglio's dad, yeah. The best advice for me came from Studio 60, that show.
Man.
Do you remember that moment where she's about to go out on stage for a sketch? They call them sketches.
They think skits are bad.
Yeah, they think skits are bad, but that's what...
Skit is what you do to save the school.
Yeah, to save the school, which I think they referred to in an episode of Studio 60.
They did.
These aren't skits. Skits are what you do in
what
a pep
the jocks
rally.
Put together for a pep rally to save the school.
These are sketches. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Me thinks too highly of myself.
But the girl was about to go on stage, and she goes. She was talking to Matthew Perry's character, and goes, "Before I go out here and do this sketch, they didn't laugh. When I grabbed the bread, that's supposed to be the big laugh line, and they didn't laugh. Tell me why." And goes, and Matthew Perry's character is like, "You're fine. It was fine." No. In rehearsals, when we had people there, no one laughed. Why didn't they laugh? And do you remember what Matthew Perry said?
Yeah, he said, because you went for the laugh, you need to go for the bread.
Don't go for the laugh. Go for the bread.
Yeah.
That has stuck with me. You think of all those moments of just trying to contrive something and manipulate something. Because if you're on stage and if you act overly excited, you can get people to laugh.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's an easy laugh.
Yeah.
But there's no technique, there's no skill in it. And that's, I think, for me, over the past 3 years or whenever that show was on, I really think about that a lot. You know, I'll get off stage sometimes and go, I went for the laugh. I didn't go for the bread.
Yeah.
You know,
it's easy to do.
It's easy to do. You don't need to do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I would say, too, probably in the last part of this decade, you know, it's been like, I think at the first when we started doing stuff, it was, okay, if we could just get through this skit, if we could just get through this conference, if we can fool the audience enough, you know, to where it looks like we have it together, you know, but there's not even a question of that anymore. It's so much fun. There's a confidence going out on stage.
Yeah.
You're using different muscles that you would have never used before because you had to get through those stages.
Yeah, I remember, it's interesting you say that, because I remember when we were not starting, but when we were doing it more full time and the ball started rolling for us, that, like, I would say, hey, let's just do blah, 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 and you'd be like, no, I don't want them to think we're idiots. You know?
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes,
and you don't say that anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Because who cares?
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and we started to get to the point where it literally was, we'd look at the crowd, look at the audience, look who's in there, look at, are there more junior hires than high schoolers, or is there more senior adults than, 20-somethings? And then maybe more me than you. But
I was going to say, he's talking, I don't ever look at the audience.
Get constipated, so to speak, going, what skits do we do to hit this audience? And I think there's always a factor in that, but
you have to know your audience.
You have to know your audience, but it really came down to, let's just do what we do.
Yep.
If they like us, great. If they don't, then so be it. And that really has, I think, been our mantra for, we'll just do what we do.
Yep.
You know?
Be who you are. That's a great life lesson.
Yep.
Just be who you are.
Be who you are. Do life for the people
who God
you love.
created you to be.
So, anyway, those are some of our moments.
Yes.
We will leave this podcast with a moment that happened on a New Year's Eve night.
New Year's Eve night. Do we know if we've told them this story or not?
I don't know if we have. If we have, it's in one of the earlier podcasts.
Yeah.
But it is of the decade, as far as one of the funniest moments I know of you on stage. I think it's just great.
You do, because I was the butt of the joke.
You were the butt of the joke, my friend.
Yeah. So this is what we like to call a
pants on the ground.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I thought we were going to do a friendship flashback.
Do that. Sorry, do that. Sorry.
So I'll cut that out.
Okay, you won't.
This is what we call a
friendship flashback.
My wife to be Stephanie was with us that night.
It's true.
Yes, and youth minister named Ronnie Higgins.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, Ronnie was there.
Yeah, Ronnie was there, and we were doing skits.
Yep.
We were just starting out, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
it was the Midwinter Youth Congress, I think is what they called it. Wayne McAfee was in charge of it. Yeah.
Yep. And we decided to put our stuff. We had Roby Bass came and set up all these microphones.
Yep.
We're going to make our first comedy CD.
Yep.
This was big risk. This was a risk.
It was a
risk.
risk.
This was a dream.
You're right.
And we set up everything, and we started doing this skit, which we don't do anymore.
No.
This is what they tell you. This is what they don't tell you.
Right. That was a very controversial skit when we started doing it.
It was. And so you had your zipper down.
I didn't realize it.
Yes, and I tried so hard to say.
No, tell the story right.
I did. I kept.
You didn't. There's
trying to point
through mental telepathy.
Trying to go.
You tried to tell me
with my eyes.
Okay.
With my eyes, trying
Audience,
to say.
you can't see him right now, but what he's doing right now, physically, is a bazillion times more than what he did on stage that night.
No.
You were just motioning with your hands.
I tried to do stuff like that, looking down with my eyes, trying to go.
Yeah.
Because what you'll hear in this excerpt, friends, audience, is you'll hear the wave of the people in the crowd.
Are they going to hear it?
I think you do, because I think you do, because...
No, I mean, do we have it?
We have the bit. Yeah, we have the...
You have it?
The MP3 of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should need to put it on there.
I don't think I have it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, we have it. Yeah, we may have to get it from Jonathan.
Okay, got it, sorry.
Skitguys.com.
Skitguys.com.
But we'll get it.
Yeah.
We'll get it. But you can actually hear the audience catch on. And there was 3,000 people here? It was a big crowd.
No, it was 1,000.
That was 1,000?
Yeah, it was 1,000. But at that point, that was a huge crowd for us. We'd never been,
You could hear the audience catch on that your zipper's down. I mean, it was a wave.
I just need to say, for me,
yeah,
you did not hand motion,
buddy,
Nothing.
Buddy.
Would it have killed you?
Buddy.
Would it have killed you
Dude.
at some point
Buddy.
to just pause and go, like, click your mic off and go, dude, your fly's down?
Well, okay. At that point of time, we were pretty amateur.
True.
Like today, I would
Yeah.
figure out a way to do something like that for you.
Yeah.
Because you
But
got,
you can't-
you got tools in your toolbox.
Of course,
so to
these
speak.
podcasts are going to go into the National Archives. So you can't, for all of history, say to our audience that you tried to let me know my fly was down.
I did.
You didn't.
I did, buddy.
You can't.
Buddy,
Looking down.
when you listen,
looking down does not tell someone their fly is open.
In my experience up to that point,
Yes.
I was. You can even when we play this back,
Right.
I even say it in there. I'm trying to tell you. I was trying to tell
By
you.
looking at my fly.
That's all I knew what to do at the time. We were just
By
starting
looking
out.
at my fly.
That
You
was-
looked at my fly, and I should have gone, oh, man, I
I
bet my
did it.
fly's down. He looked at my fly several times.
I pointed to. I was doing stuff like this with my hand. I was like trying to.
So the audience would look there.
Dude, that's all I knew. That's all I knew. I was trying to help you. I love you, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we come to you today and say it is the duty of following the case of Levi Strauss versus Gerald Napsker that the fly down calls for not only eye contact and ambiguous hand motion that the defendant is mentioning right now.
Your Honor.
But
Your
based
Honor,
on a call for the Good Samaritan,
Your Honor,
the Good Samaritan had to get off of his
This lawyer
donkey.
is trying
The
to
Good
just use
Samaritan
words to
did
manipulate
not
the
ride
jury.
by
He is blowing
and
hot
look
air.
with
Your
his
Honor, do we
eyes
have to
or
put
motion with his
the
hands,
audience through this?
But the Good
Your
Samaritan
Honor,
got off
I
of
wish
his
to
donkey.
dismiss this case
He
and
addressed the wounds.
Your Honor, Your
he
Honor.
took the man
Objection,
to a
Your Honor.
hotel, paid
Objection,
for
Your
him,
Honor.
offered his Hilton honors points to cover the rest of it.
Oh, Your
and
Honor.
this defendant is saying he did all he could do.
Your Honor, if we could just play the tape, Your Honor.
All right, well, play the tape.
Wait a second. Is
All
the
right.
judge the same guy that came in with the monocle?
Yes. I was about to say his monocle just popped out of his eye.
All
right, let's play the tape.
So, audience, here is, if you have not heard it, is the moment when Tommy lost it on stage.
We're going to leave you with this.
Yes.
Until February, when we come back with our Valentine's
And
time.
we'll do love letters
Love
from our
letters.
audience. So send us your dreams, send us your goals. We'd love to read them. We'd love to talk about them.
And Eddie is going to sing a special love song
No,
in February.
no.
If you would like him to sing a special love song, please write us at skitguys.com and let us know that.
Okay.
Because I think that would be something. You know what? That would be a podcast that you could record and play that song for your loved one on Valentine's Day.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy. We'll be reading your audience mail, and we'll be talking about
And
it
if you'd
next
like
month.
to recommend a
Stop
song
it.
for him to
goodness,
sing,
stop.
please
No, I don't-
write that, and I'll try to find the track for it so he could sing with
I
the
can't
track.
sing, buddy. You know that. Why are you doing that? You're just mad because
It's a goal.
Yeah.
I just
right.
came up with a goal for 2010.
for our audience members. Audience,
right.
we love you. Thank you for emailing us. We love doing life with you. We really mean that.
We do. Listen to this recording, and you tell us, did he try or did he not try?
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. I'm
Or-
Casey Kasem.
American Top 40.
How's it going, Steve?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good. Hey, didn't I see you and what's her name? Laura.
Yeah.
Are you guys together?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's great. Oh my gosh, she's a great girl.
She's
Wow.
incredible, man.
Wow,
She's,
yeah.
She's awesome, man.
She
I
is.
tell you, I
She
mean,
is.
I think this is real. You know, I think this is it.
That's
This is
great. That's really great. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How long has it been?
It. Let's see. 3 days.
That's awesome. That is so
Yeah.
great, man. That is so real. That is
Yeah,
so
it's
real.
just, you just
Wow.
know. You know.
Wow, that is so
you know,
real.
I know.
So real.
You know.
Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great. That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. So, I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard to give you every clue in the world I kept looking down. I kept trying to tell you. I kept trying to tell you. I kept trying to tell you. Tom.
All they did was laugh at me.
Dude, I was laughing at you. I was trying not to, but I tried to tell you.
When did it happen?
It's been that way the whole time. I kept going.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so. Could have told me.
How?
When did you see it?
When we started the whole thing. I really tried with my eyes. I really tried. I really, truly tried.
It made me uncomfortable. I'm out of here.